Well, salutations, magic nerds. Hey, y'all, how you doing? Welcome to our weekly live stream from Tricksupply, Las Vegas, Nevada. I see Tim Askins in the chat crying about his 100-degree weather in New York. Boo-hoo. What is it? Today it's 140 degrees in Las Vegas. I might be a pathological liar, but not really. It's the joke no one ever laughs at. We're celebrating deals today at Tricksupply. I have some over here to talk about in just a minute. We got some DVDs. I got some books. I got some tricks. We're going to start with a look at the package deal. I got to get this situation cleared off my desk. This is what you're looking at here. If you're on our mailing list, and if you're not, why not? Get on our mailing list. This is the executive brass kit. We're currently offering these 5 brass items for the low price of $42.50. That seems too low. I mean, even a bill tube would sell for about that price. This is the classic piece of apparatus where a signed bill ends up locked inside a brass tube. You get a padlock keyed up in there. That's a nice piece. This is kind of a puzzle item, the coin safe. You borrow a coin, you borrow a ring, you put it in this doohickey where your spectator can't get it out, no matter how hard they try. Of course, once you know the secret, it's easy for you. This is the classic stop and go die, the QBO. Go! Stop! Go! Goes up and down the string, stops at will. You get a steel ball through the tube. This ball penetrates right through the bolt that's in this tube, and then the Bremen nut. This is a wonderful piece of kit to affect a penetration of solid through solid. The nut comes off and on the string, or really any object you could put the nut on. This is our brass kit, and that is your opening bargain item. That's what we're doing today. We're talking about hot summer deals. We do offer a lot of deals at Tricksupply. I was going through the catalog yesterday, a couple of 20 pages, 10 items. There's 300 or 400 items. I don't know, sometimes I don't math too good. Somewhere around that neighborhood. But yeah, that's what we're talking about today. Hot summer deals. We'll talk about more in just a minute. Let me say hello to the kindred spirits. Gutbuster, what's happening? Nevada or Nevada? It's Nevada. We don't know yet. I mean, I'm a professional, at least semi-pro. Nick, I waited, but I didn't think you were going to show up, so I went ahead and got started without you. Argentina and brass shipping. The brass stuff is heavy, but the bright side is this: if you don't like the tricks, you just you add it to your metal collection. It curates in value in like 5 years. It's probably worth about $18,000. So it's a low risk investment to buy brass magic. Craig Campbell in the house. What's up, Craig? Good to see you as well. Man, I still got that beautiful Marie Laveau deck sitting on my desk at home. I got to get that thing open. Anyway, yeah, there we go. Brass items on display. I have one other brass thing that I pulled out of the back yesterday. I've been kind of infatuated with this item. It's not really a magic trick. It's this doohickey here, which is known as Newton's Nightmare. As I was going through the sale items, I saw this guy, and I'm like, what is this thing? It's a tube, and it is brass related. It includes one of these little brass, I guess it's like a brass weight. I'm hoping the video can pick this up as I drop that weight through the tube. It falls through in slow motion. Newton's Nightmare, designed to, I guess, Isaac Newton. He's the guy that discovered gravity. And this is a gimmicked weight, and it does include a second weight. So what you do is give this weight to your spectator and ask them to drop it through. And when they do, it's going to be a chunk, and then it'll fall on the floor, and you can end your segment about Newton's Nightmare, or maybe use the floor to affect a fun switch. So this is the Newton's Nightmare tube, less than $20 for one of these things. I think the presentation is you put the weighted thing inside, and you see if you can challenge your spectator to catch it before it falls out the bottom, and they can struggle, and then you do that. with the Newton's Nightmare. Like it or not, it's on sale at Tricksupply. And if you see anything you like as I'm blabbering about all the goodies we have, you can look in the description of the video on the YouTubes, and I put the links there for your consideration. All right, I got some news to talk about. Maybe we'll talk about one more package deal. Also note, hey, chat, I'm watching you, and if you have a question about anything I'm talking about or just comments that we could say, yeah, props and brass always look great. That's why we're showing them. You know, let me know. I'll find you in the chat. We'll answer your questions. And Nick knows. Nick's out there doing the real work, the postal work. You're out in that hot heat. But yeah. Is that a joke? All right. Let's look at one more kit that we've been promoting here. This is a good one for a young enthusiast or a kid at heart even. You don't have to be a kid. You could just be a kid at heart. This is our bag of tricks. Almost unbelievable at $10. The perceptual value is $463. That assumes that you're going to perform any of these tricks. Here's a few things that are in there. The ghostly animated match. It creeps, it crawls, it rises, it's easy. Al Cohen's dots, incredible. This is essentially a self-working packet trick. It's got oil and water in it. It's got a transposition in it. There's 3 different effects. This is a classic piece of card magic. And this is in here too, the old clear penetration frame. So it's like a solid frame, clear. It's not glass, it's like plastic. And then you push a pencil right through the middle of that thing. It's examinable at the end. That's pretty cool. And then if nothing else, you get the magic block. And the magic block includes an American penny. So you get an instant 1-cent rebate with every purchase. If that's not good enough, you can do magic with it and make your value increase. So here's the magic penny trick with the magic block. When I cover it up and snap, the penny is gone. That's right. It's vanished completely. But wait, 2 snaps and the penny is back. It's a double mystery. Hold the phone. Here's the investment. 3 snaps. And the penny is a dime. What? So yeah, the penny changes to a dime. That makes this not only a good trick, but also a great investment. And yeah, that's the magical block. Any of these tricks, good enough for a 5 or 6-year-old, or like I said, a kid at heart. You know, here I am, what? My brain thinks I'm 25, but I think I'm 50 something now. Still having fun with these props on a daily basis in store. And yo, speaking of in-store, Tricksupply, the brick and mortar's open. It's every Wednesday through Saturday, noon to 6. Come see me. Come pick a card. I'll trick you up a little bit, and then you can get some of our in-store specials that you can't get anywhere else. You know, not on the interwebs, not down the road. You got to come into his house to get it. What's up, Robert Vallon? I almost read your comment incorrectly. I'm like, where are you from? You must be at one of those mathematical conferences. What? Charles, how you doing? All right, Mike, we'll see you in October. You know what's coming up where I can see a lot of people? It's next week. I put the doohickey on the thingamabob. Let me share the screen and show everybody what we're talking about. We will be displaying our wares at the upcoming... we can do this. Bang! Magic Live. It's next week. Well, next week in a day or two. Las Vegas, Nevada. One of the biggest magic conferences in the planet is happening. And I think this is what, the 24th year? Is it that? How many? They've been doing this since like the early 2000s. And it is indeed not your average convention. I would say anyone who's anyone will be in the house here. I'm certainly looking forward to seeing many kindred spirits, the least of which would be my brother FISM winners, Josh Norbito, Nick K. The Magic guys are coming to town. That should be a good time. And we'll be soireeing with all the Magi. Of course, Tricksupply will be demonstrating our wares in the dealer's room. So if you are coming to Las Vegas and would like to see yours truly, well, just stop by the dealer's room and say hi, and I'll say hi back. We can talk about magic stuff. Yeah. If you're coming to the Magic Live and you're in the chat, let me know. Creepypasta made it in. How you doing? Oh, that's right. I saw you had a broken thingamajig. Good luck with that, broski. Yes, that'd be the appropriate emotion, Mike, to be seething. I've been seething I've never made it to a Magic Live, but finally we can do that. What's up? Is that going great? All right. So what are we talking about? We talk about our bag of tricks, $10. That's a good deal. The brass kit's good. Well, let me talk about some more in-store things. All right. Here's one. We have a great bargain section, bargain bin. There's like a couple of hundred things over there. I just went over there and grabbed a couple of things off to give you an idea what you can get. Of course, you got to come in the store to get these things. Look at this. I waved this thing around a couple of weeks ago. I can't believe no one's bought Instagrab yet. This is Patrick Kuhn's. Here's what it is. It's a card index system, but he also includes a half a dozen double indexers, which allows you to use this small index as a 12-out system. It's a banger, and you get Patrick Kuhn's tutorial as well for integrating it with your Instagram account. And then, we got a lot of Tenyu items over there, a couple of Tenyu pieces. This is one of them. Just grabbed it. I think this is maybe the first it's a deal where you take a picture with your phone and the flash activates a photography thing. I don't know. Come in the shop. We'll talk about it more. Also want to talk about these DVDs. I got to restock these things. We had some DVDs out at a deal and they need to go back on the shelf, but I'm going to ask some locals to come in here and buy these things so I don't have to put them back up. I'm going half price on all of these, which would make them about $15 each. And if you buy two, I'll give you a third one free. So let me wave a few of these things at the screen. I handpicked these things when we were putting the deal together. What do I got over here? Just to give you an idea. These are like some premium choices that you may or may not have seen in your lifetime. How about the John Bannon Impossibilia set? Man, there's some good magic on here. Everything that John put in his first book, Impossibilia, which is on the shelf. You can come in here and buy it. We have one. Come on, get it. All this material, Shriek of the Mutilated, Torn and Restored cigarette paper, Play It Straight Triumph. Sure, we all know that now, but he put it out here first. Vacuum Packed is Coin in Bottle routine. It goes in a little bitty makeup bottle. Directed Verdict is the best ever Spectator Cuts to the Aces. So many good plots. The Return of the Return of the Magnificent Sevens on here. John Bannon's Impossibilia. It could be yours for $15. This is a 3 DVD set. Look at these kids on here. Jason Dean, John Bourne, back in the day, making some content with the Magic Makers Company. There's a ton of stuff on here, and knowing these creators, I haven't seen this package, but come on, for $15, that's a banger. I got a bunch of McBride stuff in this stack. This is a winner. It's a 2 DVD set. It features Jeff's Commando Act, which is kind of a pack small, play big, put it in an airplane, work a stage. Man, so many great things on here. Can you see it? Can you see it? If you can't see it, you should go to the website and look up the magic of Jeff McBride. We've got a couple 10 or 12 McBride titles over there, and there's more where these came from. If you are a local and you peruse our DVD selection, if you don't see one you like here, let me know. Call the shop. I answer the phone. Send me an email. You can send it telepathically if you can do that. But if you do the ESP, I will charge you the Psychic Friends rate. So my little side skit. Come on now. We are the last holdouts to keep the DVDs alive. And I was watching one yesterday at home, very happy. I'm going to keep talking about DVDs because I got some good picks here. All right. Less than $15, even less than $10. Man, okay, I might have one too many DVDs here. Boy, this is a good one for $10. This is linked up in the description of this video. Ben Salinas, who's a great close-up performer. This 2-disc set has all the color changes that you would ever need. There's some wonderful double lift techniques and then a couple of 30 ways to change one card into another. $10. Hot shot. That's a bargain. And oh, baby, I was watching this last night, doing a little homework at home. I've wanted to see this DVD since it was released, but when he put it out, it was a pricey point that, poor Doug couldn't afford. But now we work in the cavern where all the things are available. Giovani Livera. A hot tip. Gio's going to be at Kent Gunn's Gator Gate Gathering next year. This happens in early January in Orlando. Gator Gate Gathering. I got a feeling Giovani's not on a lot of guys' radar, and here's why. He's too busy working his whole life. He's been a top-tier corporate performer. He does motivational speaking, and his magic is of the highest order. I do recall he won many major awards back in the maybe late 90s, early 2000s. Well, baby, let me tell you, on this Pennies DVD, he gives you a full-on, it might be a 5 or 6 minute routine with 50 pennies. Now, this is the trick where you put pennies either in a triangle or in a square, and every time you add a penny to a row, it always adds up to 10. It's a cool piece, and I've used it before in my professional life. Giovani blows the doors off this trick by integrating 6 audience members actively. It essentially plays as a stage piece, and I'm sure it would be great in a social environment, in an intimate theater. But man, I'm telling you, the Pennies routine, well worth $10. You probably don't know about it, and a few of you will listen to what I'm saying today and get this video, and then you can thank me later. Really, anything you can find with Giovani's name on it is worth your attention. His salt shaker and silver routine is great. Mike knows. Giovani used to come to the shop in New Orleans and rev me up every time he was in working a convention. I was in New Orleans. He would come in and do all the cons. He was a very busy man. And man, I don't think I've met any magician more inspirational than Giovani Livera. Boy, I hope so. Gary. And I'll let you know, lot going on these days. I feel like I don't have 5 minutes to take a deep breath, but I would love to be at every convention and definitely at the Gator Gate Gathering. We got a question. Want to know about these clocks? I haven't really talked about these. We're just developing our jokes and gag section in the shop. So we got a couple of the gag clocks. This is the no drinking till 5 clock. I need one that just has the perpetual 4. It just says 4:20 every. Maybe not. Try and keep this professional, Con. We are in Las Vegas, though. Okay, the backwards clock is fun. It goes backwards, and this is the clock that we have hanging on the wall in Tricksupply. I don't know. These might be $20. They're on the website. Put them up. You should be able to find a tab that has all like the jokes and gags on it, and you'll find it in there. You know what it includes, Nick? It doesn't include the roll of pennies, but includes the penny rolls. So you get that in there. And the closer, the way he closes this routine literally blew my mind. He finished this routine. He's like, that's 10, that's 20, that's 30, that's 40, that's 50 pennies, where you've just seen him add 10 or 20 pennies to this pile. Oh, he figured out the finish. Giovani. Man, it's so good. Yeah, but look, if you want to do the pennies and you don't have penny rolls, Gio hooks you up. So now the value is real, not just the DVD, but props included. All right, so there's a couple DVD suggestions. I have one or two. Oh, I got 2 related DVD suggestions. We're going to talk about some Wayne Dobson stuff next. Wayne Dobson, very well-respected magician, left us about 2 weeks ago. Wayne produced television specials in the UK and I guess the late 90s, and I'm sure he influenced many magicians around the world. This is his Real Magic Magazine interview, and man, we got a bunch of these Real Magic Magazine DVDs in the back. They're only $2 each, and they're chock full of so much stuff. This one's got the Wayne Dobson interview and a Daniel Garcia interview. There's John Armstrong doing reviews, Garrett Thomas on the top change, Silly Billy on kid show stuff, Simon Lovell, Roy Cooper's got a segment, David Regal does reviews. You could buy any or all of the Real Magic Magazine DVDs and have $2 worth of fun if you still have one of those DVD players. We're talking about Wayne Dobson today, as we do happen to have a couple of cool items from Wayne that are in our bargain section, and just to pay a little nod to one of the greats who has been inspirational and who did leave us too soon. Rest in peace, Wayne Dobson. One of the items I was going through the sale list, and this kind of just inspired me to look up what we have from him, is Dobson's Choice lecture notes. I took these home to read last night. These will set you back about $6 or $7. And I'm sure there's 2 or 3 items in here that really, for the cost of a magazine, you know, you could consider for your working repertoire. This one right here, where you get someone to tell him his, I swear, it starts with this: what's your favorite curse word? Whisper it in my ear. What a great hook for an effect, or just a good time in, you know, a social environment to present your magic with a little panache. His handling for the one-way deck in here with a same both sides card, genius method for forcing a card. Dobson's Choice. You can get Wayne's lecture notes at a big discount in this bargain offering. And then also, wow, this version of the card to wallet. This is essentially a Balducci style wallet. And I can tell you from experience, this is the wallet that I used for the better part of 10 years when I was doing a lot of corporate, a lot of restaurant walk around magic, and I wore either a suit or a tuxedo all the time. This is an elegant wallet that such a person could be expected to have in their inside breast pocket. And I can tell you, if you do card to wallet, that whole scenario, having this wallet here makes things super easy, because you palm it and bang, you're just right there into that top breast pocket. So the Balducci is a top loader with a slide. This is an excellent slide that's included with the wallet. And then the zippered compartment is where the card appears from, inside here. I'm thinking we don't want to expose too much on the stream. So this is a wallet you could expect to spend $70 on, but if you're looking to put a Balducci in your repertoire, I can tell you that for a high quality leather wallet, $30 is the right, is it $30? I think that's the price we have on these now. $30 is the right price, and you can be doing one of the best card tricks of all time. I close my show or most of my sets with card to wallet, and that is the exact model I use for many, many moons. Gary, we're going to need a note. You're always on time if you feel like you're on time. Let's talk about a couple more wallets just because I have them out here. This is a banger from Mark Mason. Man, we got these for only $20. This is similar to the one I just showed you, a little bit bigger. Again, a nice leather wallet. This one, the card appears isolated in this section, so that as you open your wallet, you now open the snapped compartment to remove the signed card. And these guys we have for less than $20. That's a crazy price. And you know, pretty much anything with Mark Mason's name on it is worth your attention. Isolation wallet, $20, well worth your consideration. A heck of a bargain. And then this guy, this is a utility wallet that you can do many, many things with. The Himber wallet. Entire books have been written on this subject. Harry Lorraine wrote a great one called The Himber Wallet Book. The Polaroid money routine that is included with this is worth the price of admission. And this, again, a fine leather wallet for only $25. This holds a playing card. We love this. And so you can use this to write a check. You can use this to make money appear. There's a myriad of professionals that have used this in their work. I'm reflecting now on Harry Anderson, who has a great handling for the Himber wallet in his book, Wise Guy. And essentially you can switch anything here, there. It is the Himber wallet. It's a time-honored, time-tested prop, and you'll get the Polaroid money routine and a couple other. Man, look at this, printed directions. What a time to be alive when magic shops printed their routines on paper. I got Gary's question. Let me mention one more DVD just because I wanted to mention one more trick. Paul Gertner, Steel and Silver. This trick is in his book, but it's also on this DVD. And the name of the trick is photocopy. In this humble magician's opinion, this is the best Himber wallet trick ever printed. Photocopy by Paul Gertner. And if not now, maybe later, you just make a note and go look up this routine. I think Paul's been doing social media lately. He's been doing like short form videos, and Paul put this routine on the social networks. Love seeing Paul Gertner on the social networks, first of all. But go look up photocopy from Paul Gertner, and then come back to Tricksupply and buy a nice Himber wallet for just $25. Gary wants to know about the Danny Dortiz book, 6. We got these in the shop last week, limited to 800 volumes, signed and numbered, $100, includes video performance. And I was super excited to dive into one of the 2 volumes that we acquired. And then the next day, they sold out. So I haven't got to review the book. It is small, but mighty, I think would be the review. It's some of Danny's favorite performance material, well described by Jonathan Lovick with accompanying video performances. Probably be happy if you want that in your world. Oh, baby, hold the phone. Tommy Wonder has the Himber stuff. What was Tommy using with the Himber wallet? Ring watch and wallet? Probably ring watch and wallet. What else? So this is the locking mechanism is a Harry Anderson edition that I was talking about. You know what Harry did is he just put a Velcro tab here. So a little Velcro dot. So now when you close the wallet, you can hand it to an audience member and they would just naturally open it here. Harry also put a little button here to insinuate this is where you open it from. So again, that's in Wise Guy, but this one does not lock. Aside from that, we probably have versions that do. I know we got like 6 or 8 Himber wallets on the shelves here. I'm talking about the one we have at the right price, $25. Oh yeah, there we go. Nick knows photocopy's a killer. No, Nick, we're only going to talk about DVDs today. I do have a couple of books. I'm about done talking. So if y'all, I got 2 or 3 things left to look at. And then if you guys want to talk about anything else, you got to talk about it and I'll answer your question. All right. I wanted to mention something that is not on sale, but is a great value. This guy right here from Flosso's Real Coin Magic. Flosso's production line has a few coin items in it. This copper silver coin at less than $15. We have 5 or 6 of them on the shelf. It includes the duplicate English penny and just a masterful copper silver coin. That's just a good deal. I just grabbed this because I thought someone, is it you? Do you need to know about it? I'm telling you, that's a great copper silver coin for less than $20. And I had this item as well. This has been in our bargain section for like a month or 2. I have 3 or 4 of these left. Wayne Dobson's tossed out deck. This is a smart presentation for another classic effect. You throw a deck of cards out to the audience, 3 people just open anywhere and look at the cards. And then the way that they're revealed is the highlight for this routine from Wayne. It insinuates that you're able to peg knowledge from each spectator, and then he brings this effect to a really strong finish, which is something he figured out this effect needs. And you'll learn all of that on the DVD. I also wanted to mention, as I'm demonstrating these fine wares on this fine surface, I told the boss last week we needed to get some gooder close-up pads into the store. So he did that. They're here now today. Maybe not the best mail order item because these things are large and in charge and they do weigh a little bit. So I don't know, if you spend over $100, we'll ship it to you for free. So just do that. Spend over $100. I'll get you a package in the mail free of charge. This is my B pad. You know, I love the Patrick Przecki close-up pads, but I got a couple of 3 of these at my house that I use all the time. This is the Murphy's Magic Deluxe close-up pad. They're 16 inches by 23 inches, which is a little bigger than, you know, some of the average close-up pads are. Not that size matters. But this allows, for me, the coin routines that I like to do. And, you know, I do the painting, the flushes. They fit well on this. And this really gives you all the real estate that you might need versus, say, like an 11 by 16 deal. So you need a good close-up pad. $25 for Murphy's Deluxe pads. Happy to talk about those and happy they're in our magic shop here. Yeah, we got all of them available. I got a blue one. I'm staring at it right over there. But we do have real-time integration with all of the products that Murphy's Magic produces and offers. So you can order just about anything that Murphy's has in stock from us. And if you hunt around tricksupply.com, that's where you'll find those goods. All right, I got a book and a trick, and then we're going to wrap it up. The book I've chosen is this guy. This book seemed to be too cheap. I think it is at $25. Learn the mysteries from the master Carlos Vaquera, the Illusioneer. So this is the translation of Carlos's masterwork. And boy, it's a nice book that offers a lot. It's cards and coins and then theory. He has some wonderful essays on a variety of subjects: finding a good mentor, stage fright. I'd say every 3 or 4 tricks is interspersed with an essay. I'll tell you what I really enjoyed here, and kind of getting washed out with the lighting. The illustrations are great, and I learned so much reading in between the lines of this book. Some of the finesse and the card handling that he offers. There's some wonderful dissertations on unique moves as well as full routines. The end of the book closes with his matrix material, which I found to be super commercial, very strong, and will be revisiting myself later, maybe this weekend. It's been a while since I've taken out just 4 cards and 4 coins, and I feel that his work in this book is among the best. Only $25 for this beautiful book. Got a nice feel. This is like a cushy, like normally these books are flat and hard. This has got a nice squish on it. Anyway, this is my bargain book recommendation. Also get that Wayne Houchin Final Cut. That's a good one too for just $7. That's my book recommendation du jour. Woo! Oh, I had one more trick I wanted to talk about. It was hidden behind the pads. I was pulling a product from the back and I saw that we had 7 of these guys left. Martin Lewis. Again, anything with Martin's name on it, be it book, DVD, individual trick release, you can get anything this man has published and be happy with it. This stage effect where you draw a picture of a deck of cards and then playing card rises from the picture itself. You tear the picture off, give it to your customer, and you could expect a stage trick like this to cost well over $100, as it should. We have them for $70. There's only a handful of them left. I don't think I put this one in the product description. You're going to have to look it up. Cardiographic by Martin Lewis. Magical genius. Yep. Get Martin's book, Making Magic. You can learn how to make that yourself, as well as another 40, 50 professional routine. For that, it's ready to go, and we do supply refills would be the answer to that. You'll need to be able to draw a little bit. You got to draw the card. So you draw 4 straight lines and then what appears to be the front card. So that if that's an ask for you, maybe this is not the trick for you. All right. Thanks for that question. I'll leave the forum open for any other questions, comments, constructive criticism. And then Nick can't draw a circle. Hey, Tim, thank you. All right. That's what everyone says here. Stay cool. It's impossible to stay cool this time of year. Oh, baby. Again, I'm here noon to 6, Wednesday through Saturday for your shopping pleasure. Or, hey, just come pick a card. Come see a magic trick. Happy to do that for you, too. Tempt you with my services. This is good advice from a kindred spirit. If you hit the like button, you could also hit the share button. You don't even have to share it. You can just pretend to share it, like copy the link. If you leave a comment in the video, that helps the algorithm, helps us find kindred spirits that need a quality brick and mortar experience from a guy who's been around a few years. I'm here to help you. Y'all just got to let me know how, whether it be in store, in an email, in a chat. Let me know how I can make your magic life better. As if you hadn't already hit the like button anyway. That's a good question. Do we sell any issues of Magic Magazine? Let's take a look. I think, nope, those are flowers. That's juggling stuff. You see that rack way back there? There's a rack over there at the end of the store. We do have a rack that has a bunch of Magic magazines on it. We don't have well, there are no current issues. But yeah, if you go through our catalog, I think we have many of them indexed. And so yeah, just type in Magic Magazine and maybe the year or issue that you're looking for. They might be $6 or $7 on the website, and that's the name of that tune. What else? Anything else? All right, Gary, I'm right behind you. These people expect me to open the doors at noon, and I still have to do my coffee refill. And I got a plethora of magic that now needs to go back to its home in the shop. Zacko, you're welcome. My pleasure. All right. We're looking forward to seeing you here in the store in about a month, Nick. Come on down. Good to see you, Craig. All right, guys, seems like we're wrapping up, and I'm ready to go be a magic shop demonstrator. So thanks again for spending some time with me on this lovely afternoon. Yeah, I'll be back next Friday. Should be interesting as all the magicians start rolling into town and we're all getting prepped for Magic Live. Maybe I'll have a guest here. Maybe we'll have a surprise magician. Tune in and find out. It's every Friday, 2 p.m. Like, follow, share, shop at Tricksupply, and thanks again for hanging out with me today. That's going to be a wrap. I'll see y'all next week.